So here we have the Nissan Qashqai on an 18 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area of the car first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see that we've got plenty of boot space. This car has a 360 parking camera, which I'll show you when we run through some of those controls. You can increase this boot space, should you wish to, by folding down the 60/40 split folding rear seats. These two tray sections can also lift individually and remove from the car, and can be used to divide the boot up into different sections, as you can see. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of the car from there. But now that we've done a full circle, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. We have the rev counter on the left-hand side along with the coolant temperature gauge. On the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the centre, you can see the total miles of this car. They are 73,417. Above that, we have a digital readout for the speedometer. You can change that information using buttons on the steering wheel for various bits of trip computer, fuel economy information, and various different audio and satellite navigation settings as well. If we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons in question are just here. We have stereo controls surrounding that, cruise control, speed limiter, and phone controls over here. In order that you can use the phone controls, you need to first set up the phone to the car. So you can see we're on the main stereo system here. So to pair a phone, you'd hit the phone button and follow the instructions on screen. We're on the audio menus at the moment. So we have auxiliary input, as you can see, Bluetooth audio, and a CD player. We have, of course, got the radio, AM, DAB, and FM, as you can see. This car's got satellite navigation, really nice clear colour display. It's a very easy system to use. And if I pop the car into reverse, to go along with those parking sensors, we have the parking camera, as I mentioned before. What I didn't mention before was that it's a 360 camera. So you have a bird's eye view image of where the car is parked right now, and a reversing camera. If I put it back in neutral and press the camera button, we get a front-facing camera and a bird's eye view, or a front-facing camera and the front passenger side wheels. So very easy to park with those cameras and parking sensors, of course. We have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed inside the car, and you can adjust the fan speed, of course. When you're happy with those settings, this button turns your air conditioning off, back on again, or hit auto. The car will now maintain the temperatures you've asked for by taking full control of the direction of the air and fan speed for you. Any manual adjustment will take auto off and allow you to put it back on your own settings. Below that, we have a 12-volt charging socket, electronic handbrake with an auto hold function, and a 6-speed manual gearbox. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the panoramic glass roof. We have a button up here. Give that a push. The sun blind will open all the way to the back of the rear seats. This is a fixed section of glass, but as you can see, it lets in a huge amount of extra light to the cabin area. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.